I mean, I've made $1 million, but at what cost? And I hope everyone can hear that and go, like, at what cost? Was the cost of the $1 million worth the financial gain? And that's a very, very, very big filter through which I serve people, because if it costs you your health, it's not worth it. And for me, what happened was I had to, and I'm going to answer it from a different perspective very soon, because there are gonna be people like who say, yeah, but you need to learn skills and da da da. Yes, I'm going to get to the very real element of growing a business, learning skills, becoming a master of your craft, and you know what I will say is, if it had taken me an extra 5 months to make the first $1 million, nothing would have, like, looking back now, that 5 months doesn't matter. Like, I would have been healthier. My mental health would have been better. My spiritual health would have been better. My relationship health would have been better. I could have gone just a touch slower, had a couple more like massages along the way, date nights along the way, fun along the way. But here's the thing that's important, is that momentum is really, really, really important to the growth phase. So I've built $1 million businesses in a month, as in gone full in and like woe to go, all of it, absolutely everything, all of the landing. This is pre-AI. All of the landing pages, all of the course structure, all of the editing, all of the absolutely everything. The webinar book, boom, here it is, ready to go. And I've done that in 27 days, and I marked it down on a calendar, and I would get in and out. And I'm also a manifester. So from a human design standpoint, I like to move fast. I actually don't like things to go slow. But what I need to do is not be a perfectionist, because I'm also Virgo, right? So there are downsides to being lesbian-y. Upsides to being lesbian-y, downsides to being lesbian-y. And the thing is that, Ali Abdul, I believe and I agree with the concept that he's talking about. Like, there is a season for building, but we must not, in my opinion, let the cost be things that mean that we need to spend the next 5 years repairing the things that we could have actually not worsened along the way. Our nervous system regulation, our mental health, our nutrient depletion, etc. So, for example, I went the wrong way. I burnt my nervous system out, hence the fact that I'm speaking about this so much. I was my stress levels were at an all-time high. My body was not actually, like, I would be eating and I was like skinny, and I was like, oh, sweet, I'm skinny. Great. Awesome. And my bowels, like, just raw, real and honest, like every single day, like I went months without like a proper bowel movement, as in solid, right? So that meant that I was absolutely out of uh, ease with my body, and acting as if I was in survival mode far beyond when, like, I was out of survival, but I was acting from a place where I felt like the lion was running at me every single day, which meant that, so this is why I'm saying to people, like, so I didn't go to the extremes of what a lot of people have. A lot of people have actually ended up divorced and diseased, with cancer and all these other horrible things. For me, it was just I didn't need to do that. So hopefully that makes sense. With that said, there is a season for learning. There is a season for doubling down, focus, right? Building momentum in a key area, because sometimes I don't want my learning to have to be 4 or 5 months when it can be just a month. But then my time use has to be in alignment with what's important to me. Learning that thing and then getting time outside to regulate. Learning that thing, then building that thing, then getting out. Like, so I don't believe in balance in the traditional sense, but I want to look after my nervous system.
I was about to ask you about like the word balance, like if you believe in it, and you already answered that. And
Yeah.
it's very
So
interesting.
it's not like one might think that, and it's not normal for someone like me to, like, I'm all or nothing. I'm black and white. I like to go fast, then slow. Medium for me does not often work. So for me to even be professing and stating, hey, go slower, it's almost antithetical to my natural programming. However, I am mindful that sometimes I need to look after myself more than I sometimes want to.